we see a child holding a camera. A conversation is heard in the background as the camera moves. "Thank you for coming, Father. My wife is in the room. She's practically like an animal now. She can't even control her bowels. Forgive me if this is a rude question, but what if your exorcism doesn't work either?" The child walks with the camera. "Please, come in." We see a man wearing glasses, accompanied by another young man. The child points the camera at his own face. "What are you looking at? Turn that camera off, Jack." We see the man holding a cross and a book as he says, "Since the exorcism must be performed by two people, Mr. Smith, I need your help. Jack, no matter what happens, do not come in here." He slams the bedroom door. The child keeps filming the door, and we see the footage fast-forwarding. A noise is heard, and the footage returns to normal speed. The camera moves closer to the door. Jack opens it slowly, and, looking inside, he finds the man lying on the floor. Oh gosh! He gets up and starts running towards the door. "Spare me! Open the door now!" But as he reached the door, something grabs his face, and he disappears from the boy's sight. We see a red trail, and Jack saying, "Mommy?" He films the inside of the room. In the back, in the darkness, two lights that look like eyes glow towards the camera. Something starts to move in the dark. "Mom? Mommy?" We see a frightening face lunging towards the camera. A computer monitor is turned off. "Wow, you scared me," says Sheriff Chloe McIntosh. "This tape is from a movie shoot, right? Geez, can this even be used as evidence in a case?" Outside, the rain is falling. Leaning over the desk, she reviews the case. The Smith family and a Catholic priest were found. Gone. The suspect is another man in priest's clothing. He fired 2 bullets into Mr. Smith. The suspect denied the crime, saying he didn't harm anyone, but with so many witnesses, he's being held in a cell. The strange part is, the one who took down Mr. Smith and his son was his wife. She has no psychiatric issues. How did she end up like what we saw on the tape? As she was thinking this, someone approaches from behind and says, "Excuse me." Chloe gets startled and throws the papers in the air. "Did I scare you? You seemed focused, so I waited." "It's all right, but outsiders aren't supposed to be in here. Who are you?" A man appears. "Ms. Chloe, this way please." "Yes, the Vatican. From Rome?" As soon as she asks, the man explains, "It seems they're here to claim the priest's body from your case. And the suspect, too." Chloe replies, "The body? Sure. But release the suspect just like that." The man says, "Don't be so proud of your title. Let's just do as the higher-ups ordered. And just as a precaution, we've assigned someone from our side to handle this." Chloe questions who was assigned. "Everyone's busy these days." In the cell, we see Chloe saying, "I'm Chloe McIntosh, and I'll be responsible for your conditional release. Mr. Burns, you haven't been cleared of the charges yet, so please act with caution." A lighter is lit. We finally meet Exorcist Vincent Burns. We see Vincent Burns, former exorcist priest, now a contract exorcist. The two women stand in front of the cell. Vincent questions, "What business does the Vatican have with me?" "Your teacher, Father Andres, sent me. He said he needs his disciples' help. The Vatican's chief exorcist wants me, an excommunicated man, and what's he up to?" "He passed away. In the last 3 days, 56 exorcists have perished. Until the cause of this serious problem is identified, the Vatican has decided to suspend the solemn rite of exorcism." Vincent comments, "Geez, almost half of us are gone, so that's why there's a sudden surge in requests. I heard some rumors that you call yourself an exorcist and run your own office. Consider this an official request. Please help us." "A request?" he asks, throwing his cigarette on the ground. "Are you sure about that? My price isn't cheap. As long as you fulfill the request properly. In the name of Beatrice of the Triths Monastery, I will grant you anything you desire." Chloe stares back, thinking, "Anything? Well, the lock is opened. Then go to the nearest market and buy me some Applejack. And my car keys, too." We see him having a drink. Beatrice says, "This is your first job." This is a village where a plague started spreading a few months ago. Several doctors and priests were sent, but all contact was lost. "Mr. Vincent, please, rescue the boy who is still in the village." Chloe, driving them, questions, "Why do I have to drive?" Vincent asks, "Should I drink and drive then?" Beatrice says, "I don't have a driver's license." The sheriff thinks, "You could just not drink. Do you even understand your situation right now? Try anything suspicious, and I'll throw you back in jail." The car approaches a church. Inside, a young woman explains, "My son attacked the dog we were raising. After that, he started chasing people. He threw and broke all sorts of things. As you can see, my ear too. Vincent says, I'm gonna get some tools from the car. Tools, thinks the sheriff. She asks, ma'am, where is the child? Upstairs on the second floor. Vincent opens the car's trunk. Beatrice approaches him. Judging by the symptoms, he's definitely possessed. For a demon to inhabit a church-going child. Anyway, I'll leave the rest to you. Vincent questions, aren't you coming in? She replies, I'll wait in the car. Suddenly, the two of them hear a scream. Chloe wonders, frightened. What is that? We see the boy with a completely bizarre appearance. Chloe is on the floor. Sister, please save me. Suddenly, Chloe feels something. We see critters crawling up her arm. Startled, she shakes the critters off. They fall to the floor. A foot crushes them. Vincent, entering the place, says, all this noise over a bug. Mr. Parnes, the insects are eating the boy alive. Father, Mommy locked me in this room. I'm so thirsty. I don't have water, but I have a drink. I'm really hungry. Me too. I'm planning on having a snack later. Stop playing around and untie these ropes. Maybe I should tie up my nephew who visits sometimes too. Untie me. Actually, I don't have a nephew. The boy, or whatever it is, starts to move creepily. Vincent smashes the bottle on its head. Geez, noisy brat. A demon brat is just like a nephew. Vincent lights his lighter. And Chloe is startled. He sets the boy on fire. Have you lost your mind? How dare you take a life in front of a police officer? Vincent questions, do you see that as a person? Impressive, Vincent Burness. Your name has been whispered by countless demonic mouths. They warned about you. But setting foot here was a mistake. Another monster appears behind Chloe, trying to attack her. But it's hit by something. I know you. A demon that inhabits bodies and spreads infections. A ghoul. There was never any person in this house. House? No. The entire village. Can you really face my army? Beatrice watches from inside the car. This number looks dangerous, she says, seeing the amount of demons walking towards the church. We see bullets falling to the floor. Common weapons don't work against demons. Fight with these bullets. Those things outside. Vincent intervenes and says, if you want to live, focus on the fight. The demons break through the window and start running towards the two of them. We see the movement of fabric. And then, an explosion. Can I take you all on? As many as it takes, because this is the mission the Lord has given me. One of the demons rushes at him. But it's struck with an axe blow. Its head is split in half. Vincent starts running towards the horde. He plants his foot on another one. He leaps over the group and manipulating some chains. He attacks several at once. Chloe fires her gun, now loaded with special bullets. Vincent also shoots while in midair. We see the two of them giving it their all. They stand back to back and keep firing their weapons non-stop. Vincent even cracks a smile. Impossible. How could a mere priest? This is why you should have paid attention to what the other demons were saying. Vincent grabs it by the neck with a cross-like object in his hand. He strikes the demon's eye. I am an exorcist, unlike those weak priests who simply purge you. Don't think you'll be returning to the underworld so easily. Only when you are free from sin. We see the trapped demon. You will be spending a long time with me. Amen. So be it. We see rain falling on a fire. I pray that these souls may rest peacefully in your embrace. They were taken and sacrificed by the darkness. Please, guide them so they may reach your peaceful kingdom. Now, let them come to a quiet rest. I will continue this fight so that the ends of the fallen will not be in vain. The mercy and peace of the Lord. Amen. I brought the car, Mr. Vincent. I never asked you to do that, she says. I'm supposed to handle the driving. I'm sorry for doubting a man doing a great job, he replies. No need to flatter me. It happens often. Burns, you scoundrel. I won't forget this humiliation. Haven't you taken care of that thing yet? We see the head attached to Vincent's waist. A fallen demon returns to the underworld. For them, perishing is a trivial matter. He puts a cross in the demon's eye. At least this way, they should suffer as much as the sins they've committed. This guy, he's insane. Beatrice arrives and says, everyone, let's move on to the second job. We're not going back, asks Chloe. By now, the demons who stole bodies must be moving for their purpose. What they are looking for is nearby. The car continues on its journey. Vincent says, the item the demons are looking for is not in the Vatican, but kept in America. Father Andres wanted to entrust it to Mr. Vincent, the man who excommunicated me. Why exactly were you expelled from the Vatican, Mr. Vincent? Beatrice answers, Mr. Vincent broke taboos several times. He stole holy relics to make weapons, hunted demons using violent methods, and secretly built a chamber under the cathedral, which is still famous to this day. Vincent seems to notice something. Turn the car around. What? Questions Chloe. This road is dangerous. I said turn around, Chloe says. We'll fall off the mountain. Beatrice grabs the steering wheel and says, can't we just turn it normally? We see the car skidding and crashing. See? Questions Beatrice. In a bus mirror, we see the car's reflection. Chloe pulls up alongside the vehicle. Please, pull over for a moment, driver. She says this, but we see that the so-called driver is actually a demon. He steps harder on the accelerator, and so the bus tries to ram the car. Is that a demon? She asks, and Vincent says, I knew it. The car door opens, and Vincent Burns climbs onto the roof. From there, he jumps and flies towards the driver's side window. With the impact, the glass shatters, and he enters the bus. I knew there were demons, but I didn't expect it to be packed with them, he comments, seeing that all the seats are filled with demons. Geez, these darn things, sitting all proper like it's a school bus. I should contact the teacher. Tell him we won't be going to school today, he says, as he puts a bullet in the demon driver's head. The others notice what's happening. The driver's head is crushed. The others then rush towards Vincent. He starts attacking them with his knife, shooting with his pistol, and attacking with both his weapons at the same time. But the bus, now without a driver, falls off the cliff. We see the vehicle in free fall, and Vincent inside, finishing off the enemies. The bus bounces as it tumbles down the mountain. The demons are thrown backwards, and Burns takes advantage of this to jump and kick a demon in the face with the sole of his shoe. The bus finally comes to a stop. We see it lying upside down. The door is kicked open, and one of the demons starts to run. But suddenly, a line appears across its body. Running away. That's unlike you. Is it because of this briefcase? The demon's head starts to think, relentless scoundrel. Even after being destroyed like that, no one perished. What kind of trick is this? Burns looks back. The car approaches. Inside it, we see a desperate Chloe and Beatrice saying, See, we got down safely. Chloe replies, I don't think I want to drive again. The briefcase is on the car, Beatrice asks. The demons were carrying this? Yes, demons who don't care about perishing rarely run. This means this is more important than life itself. Look at this. The papal seal. It seems this is the item we've been looking for. The demon suddenly screams, Burns! Don't open that case! Inside it, there's something no human could handle. Well, I don't know either. The higher-ups never tell us. Should we open it? I feel uneasy. We can just check and close it again, can't we? With that said, he opens the case. A glow emanates from within. Is that a person? Could it be a body? Maybe, replies Burns. He holds the person's wrist and says, No breath, no pulse. Who is it? He asks Beatrice. I don't know. I wasn't told anything about the contents either. The place we're heading to. We might find a clue there. We see a statue of what looks like an angel. Vincent Burns comments, Everything's broken. I'll stay here and wait. Because of the bag you entrusted to me, it will be difficult to enter the church. Right, Bea? Bea, pissed? Are you going in too? There might be demons inside? I know. If a demon shows up, I figured staying close to Mr. Vincent would be the safest thing to do. Chloe thinks for a moment, and runs after the two of them. I'm coming in too. We see a body on the floor. Vincent starts to examine the area. It's as if everyone here perished as well. You two, check the other floors. I don't want to. I'm scared. Burns says they're holding something. The insides are stuck. It's hard to pull it out. All right, I'll go up, but if I scream, you come. He finally manages to pull something out. A notebook? Burns opens it and starts to read. Nothing special here, just a regular priest's diary. The back is soaked in blood, impossible to read. He notices something odd in the diary. Only this page has a different color. He starts to touch the page. Lighting his lighter, he can make out some writing. Maybe it's covered with a temperature-sensitive pigment. A woman came to visit. He starts to read. A woman came to visit. Seeing her skin turn to stone, I knew instantly why she had come. She said she has been hearing mysterious whispers and suffering from terrible nightmares lately. She is the kind of person I had only heard about. Fortunately, Father Andres, the chief exorcist, is here. If it's him, he will save her. Something feels wrong. The great exorcism ritual didn't work there. Have been cases where it took a long time, but has it ever worsened the symptoms? The father's method was correct, so why? The father entrusted us with 2 boxes and left in a hurry. And as for her, if we leave her like this, the demon will take complete control of her body. In the end, we locked the woman in the basement. This was only possible because she still had a little humanity left. Dear Lord, punish me for failing to save her. A demon in the basement. We see a hallway and several open doors. Staying in a well-lit place makes me a bit calmer. True, thanks to all the windows being broken. Beatrice seems to notice something. It's a sacred item. Chloe questions, how do you know that? She replies, I work in a related field. I should give it to Mr. Vincent. There were no clues related to the box. Let's check the last room. Chloe seems suspicious of something. She stares at a statue standing in the hallway. The statue is motionless. Bia, when we got here, there wasn't a statue there, was there? Just then, the statue turns to face them. Did it move? Dragging its axe on the floor, it walks towards the 2 women. Don't come any closer. This gun can take down even demons. The statue screams and prepares to attack. Chloe, shoot! But her bullet ricochets off the statue's head. It continues its attack. Swinging its axe, it tries to hit Chloe, who throws herself to the floor and manages to dodge. Its skin is tough. The bullet won't work. Chloe, grab the briefcase. And she starts running, screaming for Vincent. They enter a room and Chloe slams the door. She makes sure it's locked. And both of them stand still in the room. They don't hear any sound. Chloe then approaches the door and puts her ear against it to see if she can hear anything. The axe smashes through the door. We see several eyes through the hole. Mr. Vincent, please, hurry! The briefcase suddenly starts to glow. The person inside begins to open their eyes, and we see them awake. We see Vincent slumped against a wall. Outside, the bus is parked next to the car. Barrels. You want to hang me from a vehicle's window? Me, the ruler of corpses? All right, as they say. A demon attacks when one is careless. Centipedes begin to crawl. You losers on the bus, do you want revenge on the human who did this to you? Then give me your bodies. I, Ocker, will grant this wish. The statue rips off another part of the door with its fist. It's coming. Chloe tries to throw a punch, but only hurts her hand. Next, she grabs a piece of wood and tries to hit it, but the wood just breaks. We see the mark on its nose. This is too much. It seems our end has come. Beatrice asks, should we use that? Holy water is normally used in exorcisms. The body seems useless, so throw the water in that hole on his face. The statue prepares to attack. Chloe manages to dodge the blow. And then, get ready, and she throws the water towards the statue. As soon as it makes contact, the statue starts screaming. It worked? It worked? You said you would save me. Why didn't you see it through to the end? You made me a monster? And now, you want to destroy me like this? Beatrice puts a hand on Chloe's shoulder and says, don't be fooled. That is a demon. It's just pretending by reading a human's memories. A possessed being who has lost its chance can never return to being human. If you care for that person, you must let them go. Chloe holds the container with the water and starts running towards the statue. The demon screams and prepares to attack. The axe hits the container. Chloe struggles to keep it up and then falls with it onto the demon's face. As the water leaks out, the demon screams. A cloud of steam spreads through the area. The sheriff shields her face, and the statue is destroyed. Bia, it worked. Not yet. Get out of there! Quick! A light begins to appear in front of her. We see what seems to be the demon's true form. It launches something from its mouth, and it hits Chloe. How dare you throw holy water on me? Why do you have the box that was supposed to be delivered to my master? She screams Vincent's name. Her mouth is covered. No matter how much you scream, that priest won't come. He didn't notice me until the moment he perished. Terrified eyes. I like that. I will collect your eyes. Someone picks up the axe from the floor. Mew, is this the demon behind this incident? Something flies towards one of the demon's eyes and hits it. Burns prepares to attack. With the axe in hand, he cuts off some of its parts. It seems to be a pretty high-level demon, isn't it? If demons like you are following it, what's the plan? I clearly hit your head with an axe. This time, I'll make sure you go down. The two women watch. Chloe is stunned. We see spikes piercing Burns's body. Hey, Snail, try harder. Is that the best you've got? He faces the demon, laughing. It's not difficult. After taking down demons again and again, at some point, the wounds you caused me started to heal instantly. Just as humans cannot defeat demons, you can't defeat me either. Chloe remains impressed. Beatrice comments, now I understand why Father Andres was looking for Mr. Vincent. There are records of humans who defeated demons in the past and gained special powers. Vincent, you are not a normal human. Vincent Burns, no matter how great you are, you cannot defeat a demon. Soon, the army of the underworld will bring the end, Burns asks. Is that so? He asks what's left of the demon he defeated. Then bring them on immediately. Don't take too long. Or tell me your superior's location. I'll go there myself, the demon replies. Silence. Why would I tell you that? That's not the answer I wanted. Shake it until it gives up some important information. Beatrice starts shaking the demon. Mr. Vincent, are you human? Well, once I prayed to become anything, if it meant I could defeat a demon. Don't forget to take the briefcase. Why is this so light? We see the briefcase is open. The child is no longer here. Did you protect them properly? Yes, I carried them all the way to this room. Beatrice, search somewhere else. Then Vincent finds a hole in the wall. Outside, we see the bus. 5 minutes ago. Let's take advantage of that blasted exorcist being off guard right now. Here's the plan. That guy's car has a bunch of explosives. Plant them in the church and blow up the whole building. Won't the thing we're looking for be destroyed too? Don't worry, that thing can't be destroyed except by a special method. Now, hurry up and get everything ready. I will turn dead Burns into my ghoul and make him serve me. The child is standing next to him. He stares at the child. Since when were you here? You couldn't have crossed this empty field. One of his ghouls speaks to him and he replies, What? Turn them into a ghoul. Are you insane? The child is useless. Just get rid of them. The demons leap towards the child. We see blood splattering. There, that's enough. Go to the church. I said, move it. Hey, you're not listening to my orders. Something starts to happen to his demons. What is this? Everyone's gone? The demon holding him also perishes, but with a bullet through its head. That scoundrel. I left you for just a moment, and you're already making a mess out here? Do I need to remind you of your place? Wait a moment. Look there. Why are you here? We see the child with flowers on their body. The petals begin to fly. They're alive. Could that child be a demon too? Since they took down those demons, maybe they're closer to being an angel. Who are you? The child opens their arms. Can't speak. A cross? Vincent grabs the child by their clothes, throws them inside the briefcase, and closes it again. I need to contact the Vatican about this child, Chloe asks. Don't you realize you're practically a kidnapper now? It would be problematic if they wandered around. Suddenly, the child magically appears outside the briefcase. Chloe, startled, jumps towards Vincent. Looks like they don't plan on going back in there. What a hassle, says Vincent. We see the sunset over a city. Two men are standing in an alley as another approaches. He's late. Quite some time has passed. Did I push that child too hard? As he says this, the two people call out to him, Hey, big shot! This alley is Red Faction territory. I'm sorry, I was supposed to meet someone. If it's no trouble, please excuse me. Trouble? Yeah, there's a problem, he says, pointing a gun at the man. Who in their right mind would let a rich guy, sipping a fancy coffee, just leave the alley? His accomplice also says, don't scare him too much. It'd be a problem if he wet himself in our territory. The man grabs the gun, and we see the flash of a gunshot. His coffee falls to the ground. One of the two thugs asks, Did you really shoot? His accomplice says no, he's the one who pulled the trigger. On the man's abdomen, we see the bullet wound. If you point a gun, you have to finish the job. Only herbivores use their weapons to scare people. Yeah, pathetic things like you are useless garbage. He crushes the man's head. The accomplice, terrified, crawls on the ground. Looks like you'll have to. He starts talking to monsters that appear on the wall. Spread out and look for the bus. Protect the key. And if it's not there, find out who did this no matter what. He looks at the man on the ground and says, "You, while I wait, why don't you keep me company? I'll buy the coffee." We see two beings flying under the moon. These beings, which look like crows mixed with something else, land on the ground. The traces disappear from here. It's likely that whoever took the key vanished with them. We see a line pass in front of one of them. I can still track it using my sense of smell. Keep looking. In the city. We see the group getting out of the car. Beatrice says, "Don't remove it. You must keep wearing this to stay safe." "Good job." "Eat. You've gone 2 days without eating anything." "Beatrice, tomorrow, gather information related to this child. So maybe I can leave my job now. Of course, it's not good to be stuck with me for too long. If something happens after you go home." He stops talking and notices food on the ground. Chloe didn't even wait for him to finish speaking. She had already started running towards her house. "Finally free. Let's never meet again." Burns comments, "You were in a hurry, weren't you?" Beatrice asks, "A donut? For me?" Standing in front of a building. Beatrice questions, "Is this Mr. Vincent's house? Very nice." "It's not here. Follow me." "Don't go through the back of this building. It's a rough neighborhood full of scum." He goes down some stairs. We see Beatrice and the child inside a room. "It's cheap," she says. He asks, "Were you expecting a wine rack?" Reviewing the events that just happened. The priest tried to exorcise the possessed but ended up being defeated. Were the demons too strong? No, that wasn't it. The reason they found themselves helpless was because the power of faith had disappeared. A clergyman without faith is just an ordinary human, even my great master. And also, faith normally acts as a barrier, and without it, demons can easily invade the human world. Soon the world will turn into the underworld itself, so we must quickly find the mastermind behind all this. "You'd better cooperate while you're still here," he says to the demon's head. "You dare threaten a demon?" The other one, still trapped in a jar, also says, "How amusing. No matter how much you try to threaten us, it's just child's play to us." I hope you maintain that attitude. I was disappointed because the ones I met earlier collapsed too easily. Darn it, did I say that for nothing? I just wish I could go to the underworld. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door. "Professor, are you there? Looks like we have visitors." Burns signals for them to be quiet. "No one comes to my place. When I have a client, I go to them. Please, open the door, Professor." Vincent looks through the peephole. "Don't spy on me. Open the door." We see clenched fists. And the door being destroyed. Vincent faces the two of them. He draws his gun and starts shooting at the beings, who dodge his bullets. One of them gets close and disarms Vincent. Burns seems to be startled, but a blade comes out of his shoe, and he tries to kick one of the beings. "Are you Burns? You looked better in the rumors." Vincent Burns is hit in the chest. The demons celebrate. Mills's twin subordinates are looking for the key. "Take us too." They look at the child and pull them in their direction. Target secured, returning. The monster leaves the house. It starts to run. And then, it jumps. Beatrice watches them leave. "How did you?" She stops before finishing the question. Burns says finding what you want is a demon's specialty. Seeing what humans can't, or having heightened senses, he opens one of his drawers. Seeing him pick up an item, Beatrice asks, "What is that?" "A receiver I created. I can roughly track the location signals sent by the transmitter." "So, that thing I had the child put on earlier?" Correct. That's the transmitter. It works properly." She questions, "You let them go on purpose?" "If I had captured them, they would have just kept their mouths shut like these insects. If we chased after them, a higher-level demon would likely appear. But before that," he says, opening a cellar door. Inside, we see equipment and weapons. I have to restock the weapons. We see some pistols, and Burns loading a magazine. He readies his weapon and puts it on his hip. He puts on a new coat. He buttons it up, and on a wall, we see 3 cases. He stares at them and opts to take the second one. And so, he is prepared. Upon returning to the room, Beatrice questions, "Are you sure? It's dangerous to go alone. How could you help without the power of faith?" He throws something to her. "You should use this to stay safe." "I've always worked alone," he says as she examines the blade. "And also, I am more than enough on my own." The receiver's signal bars are almost full. Vincent is sitting in the driver's seat. His car seems to be parked. We see him outside an establishment. He watches from inside his vehicle. The windows of the place are covered in bloody handprints. Inside, we see the two brothers and the man who seems to be their boss, the same man who was waiting for someone in the alley. Burns opens the door. "Were you waiting for me?" The two beings stare at him. "I smelled you from afar. I'm sure I pierced your heart. You must be mistaken." "What an arrogant fool, my lord." "I'll make sure he goes down this time. Don't take him out, just bring him to me." The child watches from their seat. "Did you hear that? If you want to live, sit before Mr. Mills." Burns observes the place. On the floor, he finds the body of a waiter. This seems to irritate him. He kneels and says, "I was short-sighted. If I hadn't let you go, these people wouldn't have perished. You, let us." "Did you hit your head back there?" Burns drops his case on the floor. "I've changed my mind. I'm going to face you properly this time. You're not worthy of a conversation." They try to attack him. The criminal who was dragged into this situation closes his eyes. The waitress watches. Her mouth is open in astonishment. We see the two twins being thrown back by a punch. They fall on their backs on the floor. Burns asks, "Is it hard for a demon to understand human words?" "I let you escape. I let you." The two get up and start to run. One of them fires something at Burns while the other leaps at him. Burns blocks the attack, but something starts to wrap around his hand and binds his wrist. "No matter how good you are, you're still just human, Burns. Your strength and speed are limited." Burns pulls the monsters towards him, and with something wrapped around his hand, he lands a punch on one's face. The impact is extremely powerful. How is this human strength? After the punch, he grabs their heads and slams them both against the floor. We see his bloodied hand. "Is that all you've got? I gave you a chance. Come on again." The two begin to merge, thus becoming an even larger monster. "I'll tear you in half, Burns." "You fools." Vincent Burns jumps towards the monster and lands a kick on it. The demon falls onto the counter. "When you combine into one, it just makes it easier for me to hit you." He punches the monster using the cross. The criminal is frightened. Mew remains silent. Blood drips down the counter, and the waitress hides. "I told you to bring the key, but you brought a hunting dog instead," Mills comments.